a.m. sharp, we would go ahead and get on the bus to leave, and then we would just go constantly from place to place, have the preaching and from Pastor Lance, and then we also had an Israeli guide, Sheila, who you saw in the pictures, and she was responsible for telling us about the culture of the area. She talked with us about the land. Here you're seeing a mustard plant. Here you're seeing this or that. This is part of Israeli history. She was a believer, and that was a wonderful benefit to us. It was not uncommon to hear Sheila talking and then her say, and of course we know from the scripture that, and she would go on to quote exactly the scripture passage for the area where we were. And so that was very, very helpful. It's very overwhelming. I learned so much in the first 2 days. I've told many people I felt like I'd been there for 2 weeks just after being there the first 2 days. But that's the journal that we had. The other benefit that we had in going on this trip is that Pastor Lance recorded every single message. He had a lapel mic and recorded it, so I have a whole set of CDs that have every single message. I can hear all of the birds in the background. I can hear everything that was going on my pack of CDs, and I can re-listen to everything I learned, because you'll never remember it all. So without further ado, let me bump into my slideshow here. We can pull up the first one. On our flight, we had a very interesting experience. I woke up, it was a 12-hour flight, and I wake up from my flight, or from my nap, I'm getting ready to go into the back, and all these Jewish men and boys are standing up in the middle of the airplane, a whole bunch of them gathered by windows, others just standing in the aisle, and they've got their prayer shawl on, and they're wrapping around these little boxes on their arms and wrapping them on their heads. And you may be familiar with the phylacteries. We know from Deuteronomy 6 in the Old Testament